those are two guitars I really regret selling. Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar. About 10 months ago, almost a year ago, I did a video about Schecter guitars and about why did they get a bad rap. Now, before I continue, I want to stress to you guys, I'm not sponsored or endorsed by any company. I'm just a regular guitar dude who's been playing for a long time and who's taught for a long time, just talking to several thousand of my friends out there who happen to play guitar. So I saw all the funny memes making fun of Schecter guitars. I saw them and I thought, you know, this is kind of silly. Most guitar companies out there have a lot of lower end entry model guitars as well. All of us as guitar players who have been playing for a while will pick up lower end entry guitars and go, ugh. I've done that with Schecter. I've done that with a lot of other big brand names. But about 10 years ago, I had two Schecter guitars, the same specs. One was a 7-string, one was a 6-string, and I love those guitars. Like most musicians out there, when we're not in a good place, we're not having a good time in our life, maybe we need money, maybe we're going through a transitional phase, I did what a lot of us do. I sold the guitars. I actually sold them to a student that was doing really well. I had a bit of a musical burnout, and I went on to do some other things for a couple of years. When I started to get my love of playing guitar and teaching back, I realized, I said, man, I miss those guitars. They were really good guitars. I didn't know what the models were, but now I do. Plus, a big update. Here we go. I actually was able to acquire the model, the same model, not the same guitar that I had sold. I had approached that student. I said, hey, do you want to sell them back to me? He said, no, don't blame them. They're wicked guitars. But I was actually able to get the same 6-string model that I had before. The actual model is called the Damien Elite Diamond Series Floyd Rose. I had the black model 6-string and I had a red model 7-string. Let's go through the specs. It's a see-through black, okay, as you can see in the finish. Mahogany body. There's some weight to this guitar when you pick it up. Bolt-on maple neck. I am a bolt-on neck guy. If you guys checked out my interview with Phil Demmel, we talked about that, and I said I've always been more of a bolt-on neck than a, you know, neck through body kind of guy. Rosewood fingerboard, 24 jumbo frets, abalone or abalone, depending if you're watching Scooby-Doo or not. Gothic crosses. See here, the inlays are absolutely gorgeous, okay? We have a Floyd Rose bridge. This is an actual Floyd Rose. EMG 81 in the bridge and an EMG 85 active pickups in the neck, and it's a great sounding guitar. And also there are Grover tuners on the headstock. In the video I had said I could never seem to find these models used anywhere, and then about a month ago, very ironically and very close to here on Marketplace on Facebook, an ad popped up for someone selling that model. I couldn't believe it. I went back and forth. I talked to the person selling it. Very nice young gentleman, by the way. I purchased it off him for a very reasonable price. Once I get a guitar with a Floyd Rose, the first thing I do, whether I buy it brand new or I buy it used, I take it to a qualified luthier. Be very, very careful who you let work on your guitars to do a really good setup on it with a Floyd Rose. You gotta be very careful who you take your Floyd Roses to. I'm going to do a video on that in the near future. It's got a 3-way switch, which I like. As you guys know, watching my previous videos, I don't like 5-way switches. A couple people in the comments said, I think that's a Schecter Hellraiser, and it's not. The Hellraiser has 3 knobs. I hate knobs on the guitar. In fact, the tone knob could go too. Can't stand it. But anyway, 3-way pickup switch, 2 pickups. I hate metal pickups. I like to keep things really simple. If you guys have been watching and following my channel for some time, you guys know that. But one of the great things I really noticed about the EMG active pickups, the 81s and the 85s especially, when you do pinch harmonics, whether you're in the neck or the bridge, they really, really come out with the EMGs. Riffing. You know, this is a fantastic neck on this guitar too. As I said, there's really some weight to it. You know, this is exactly the model that I had 10 years ago. It's really interesting holding this guitar now. One of the things I do when I pick up a guitar is I feel for the weight. You know, when I pick up a guitar now and it's really, really light, I like a little bit of weight to my guitars. But for alternate picking, I'm gonna put the Guitar Pro tab and the PDF up on my guitar community Patreon. Just so you guys know, I have 2 Patreons now. I've got my reaction community and I have my guitar community for all the guitar players. So here we go. Again, we have EMG active pickups here. Let's go clean. You know, the only thing I didn't get with this, I didn't get a case with it. And I remember when I bought the guitars brand new, the 7 and the 6 string, you got an amazing custom molded Schecter case, which were just amazing. So the first thing we have to look at with the new axe is look at the case. Look at that case, the nice Schecter decal, Schecter Guitar Research. So the case alone is pretty cool. Don't have those, don't know how to get one. What do you do? But I got the guitar. So that is my update. So this is the Schecter Damien Elite Diamond Series Floyd Rose. You guys probably noticed now that most of any of my metal hard rock guitars all have a Floyd Rose on it. I've never tried an Evertune. I have some friends that are big on the Evertunes, but maybe I'm too old in the game, maybe too set in my ways. But anyway, I really enjoyed this model of guitar. I'm really happy to have gotten this one back by a stroke of luck. Remember guys, check out my new Patreon community for guitar players. Patreon.com/YYCPG for Yes You Can Play Guitar. YYCPG Guitar Community. There's a lot of extra lessons, tabs, a lot of extra stuff we're going to find there, including that lick I played in this demonstration today. Remember guys, practice hard, but practice smart. We'll see you soon. But now we're going to take a look inside and see what's going on here. So I'm going to turn it around, open the case up, check this out. Look at that. Is that not a beauty or what?